Mr. Cardinal Avicula, ang asibis po ng ating Archdiocese ng Manila. Pastoral statement, the issue of corruption. My dear people of God in the Archdiocese of Manila, the issue of corruption plaguing our nation cannot be ignored anymore. The catastrophe it has caused is shaking the soul of our country and has awakened the seemingly lethargic resolve of many Filipinos to make a stand against corrupt practices and to demand accountability from the guilty. Corruption is more than just a manifestation of evil. It is a complete form of evil. It is left unchecked. If left unchecked, society will be rooted in, by it, including the core of our humanity, that is, our dignity. St. Paul exhorts us in no uncertain terms, take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, rather expose them. From his letter to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. Fortunately, we can still turn our apathy into empathy before we drown in the floodwaters of corruption perpetrated by some callous individuals, both in the government and in the private sector. The many organized rallies denouncing corruption and demanding accountability are not merely pockets of political resistance. They are not just expressions of disgust and anger directed at the perpetrators of one of the vilest crimes in the history of our nation. They are actually manifestations of people's collective moral conviction and an exercise of their rightful obligation to suppress the proliferation of evil in our midst. In a healthy democracy, the people's crystallizing participation in governance is not confined to the election season. Rather, it continues between elections by voting to leaders accountable through acts of vigilance, discernment, and when necessary, protest. Confronted by these prevailing circumstances, the Church, illumined by her social teachings, must provide guidance and inspiration to the people. She must ensure that the political squabbles resulting from this mess will not make corruption merely another political and partisan concern. There should be impartiality and objectivity in understanding these issues, coupled with our duty to promote the common good. Politics is not hopelessly irredeemable. As Pope Leo XIV said, echoing the words of his predecessors during the Jubilee of Governments last June, politics can become the highest form of charity. When it is true to its vocation, public service can be an act of Christian love, which is never simply a theory, but always a complete sign and witness of God's constant concern for the good of our human family. One with my brother bishops in the Catholic Bishop Conference of the Philippines, I therefore enjoin all parishes, shrines, chaplaincies, mission stations, and religious communities to conduct prayerful reflections, circles of discernment, and complete but peaceful and non-violent actions against corruption. Our Christian identity includes what Pope Francis called social charity or political love, which is the willingness to give ourselves for the sake of the common good, to labor for genuine and integral development in society, to be involved in the work of building and transforming our nation. Bilang mga Kristiyano, tayo ay mga Diyos. Kaya, makabayan. Ang totoong mga Diyos ay makabayan. Dahil, kabayanihan ang dulot ng kabanalan. At sa totoong kabanalan, kasama ang paglilingkod para sa katarungan. pray that justice and peace may reign in our hearts, that God will heal from heaven, forgive our sins, and heal our broken land. Through the intercession of Mary, Our Lady of Sorrows, whom we commemorate today, September 15, may the sufferings of our people, especially the poor, who are most afflicted by this social cancer, be transformed into gladness and joy. Through the triumph of just truth, justice, and peace over selfishness, dishonesty, and greed. From the Archbispo de Manila,